Hi, everybody, and welcome back at Adobe Live. I'm here with the amazing Karla. Hi, Karla. How's it going?
Hi, Cody. How are you? How is everyone? Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you so much. We're super excited for this day two of building a brand identity, actually an economical brand solution with Karla. We had a blast yesterday, was already a very fun day. But if you're joining us today for the first time, don't worry, we're going to talk a little bit back about what we've done yesterday. Karla is going to perhaps introduce herself again for those of you that are just joining us today for the first time. And I can see in the chat so many lovely familiar faces. Andrea Siller, nice to see you. Jotirmia,
Wow.
our amazing
Hola.
Paco. Hola todos. Yes, yesterday we were doing a little bit of an international introduction as well in Spanish and Italian, and we have so many amazing mentors in the house and moderator. We have Wade, we have Val, we're Jack. Fantastic. Nice to see everybody. Thank you so much for joining us.
So exciting.
Absolutely. And if you're watching from YouTube, make sure to head on behance.net/live so we can actually say hi to you in the chat. And if you have any question throughout this stream, I'll be super happy to pass your question with to Karla and discuss together anything that you want regarding Illustrator, design, freelance, branding. That's what we're here for, to learn together. So Karla, can you tell us more a little bit about yourself? Again, for those that are joining us today, I think it's super interesting.
Of course.
To learn more about you.
Well, me llamo Karla. I'm Karla. I'm a Mexican designer living in Mexico. I'm branding identity focused. I'm actually working graphic design, but I'm focused in branding. I love to work with sorry, I'm getting confused. So sorry. I'm working with startups and also with small business. I love to create like all the functional ways from their brand application. I try always to be on the shoes of the client and have good choices for the brand as the use of the packaging or maybe the communication. I love also do illustration and painting and incorporate that kind of handmade applications also in the branding for this brand that we actually are designing by now. It's a bakery that it's a ghost bakery. So we are designing a lot of graphic elements for using for stickers or for Instagram. So we're going to still working on that today. So you're going to see all the options that we have for you today.
Yes, and before getting started, Karla, I really want to show off your portfolio because I think you have a wonderful Behance portfolio here. So if you want to go and see more about Karla's and her work, make sure to head on behance.net/Karla Chic. Is that so?
Yeah.
How do you pronounce it? I want to pronounce it correctly.
Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah.
Chic. Fantastic.
Yeah. And also in my Instagram, if you want to follow me, it's Karla
and of
Heredia
course
design.
We can find their Instagram here from her Behance page as well. So let's make sure to go ahead and give her a follow and look at all our wonderful brandings. And you say that you do a lot of inspiration. You share a lot of inspiration on your Instagram, correct? So.
Yeah, actually, I'm always sharing some artists or other designers that I look interesting. So I share their most recent designs, and I'm more useful. I think I find more useful for these illustrations Instagram, because I can put any illustration that I do one day or a logo other day, or I can be like a little bit more mobile. How do you say that? Like
French, Spanish.
Más movida, more with more movement. Have more movement, yeah, in my Instagram because it's easier. But when I try to show like a full case of a brand, I use Behance to show all the photos and all the the graphic inspiration.
And actually, something that I'm showing today is like right now is on my screen is the little fox from the cafe branding. And I don't know if you see my shirt, but I actually put a shirt on inspired by the friends of Karla's.
That's true. Amazing. Love it.
Yeah. So if you want, we can jump on your computer and just have a look at Illustrator, and maybe you can tell us more about the friends of the brand for those of you that were not here yesterday. Karla was here we go. Yeah, perfect.
Yesterday we did this little friends. There are some bunnies that actually are inspired by my bunny called Hans. Here's Hans saying hello to you. Because I can't bring him to the studio, he's outside. So I just share this
chilling
video.
In the garden.
Chilling in the garden, eating some plants, amazing time. So that was the inspiration about this brand, because the whole idea of these little friends is that they are playing in the kitchen, like passing over there, and you just see the shadows or the lights that their positions reflect. So this is kind of the inspiration for the little friends that will be combining the branding in total. This is yesterday we choose this type, and of course, before I forget it, you were asking me which font was this. And I found it, and it's Dunkel Sans.
Oh, thank you so much. So it's called Dunkel Sans.
Yeah, but the thing is that I found it here in Adobe Fonts, and as I told you yesterday, the characters are they're Asians. I don't know if they are for Chinese. So that's the reason that an Illustrator appears like this, but the name is Dunkel Sans. So you can try it in Adobe Fonts too. So just for a recapitulation, this one was our favorite font for the logo. Then we choose this one. Let's erase this. This one as a secondary typography, just play a little bit and looking a little bit more street and urban. And we choose this also. This is also Economical as this one, but it's in a different family, very different size and weight. And it's also, this is mono italic to make a contrast between the typography we choose for the titles and this for the text, right? And then we choose the color scheme. And yesterday we were working of this grid. We now know the word that it's grid. And I did these different textures just to use it for some stickers or maybe for the notes that the bakery is going to include for the delivery packaging. So I feel if we use this kind of geometrical forms and squares, make look more equilibrated between the brand, the graphic and organic illustrations that we did yesterday. So it make a balance between everything here. I feel like looks stronger, the branding with this one, with the illustrations and also the grids that we create. So the next step, if you have any questions, what do you think, Lady? Some questions, and then I start with the.
I think that because I was just loading and observing, and I really wanted to say, first I have a little introduction about you. I didn't really say hi to the chat, so I think if you don't mind, I'll just take a second. Oh no, don't worry. I was, I love, how much I love your work, so I would just please go and tell us more. But I'm gonna take a second now to say hi to Rodrigo, yes, sure. Andrea Soler. Again, as I said, our amazing Paco is in the chat as well, and is also here behind the scene with us, helping us making these a fun stream happen. And of course, amazing Val, don't forget that we're gonna, me and Val, we are a fan of polls. So yesterday we kept them coming. Hopefully today we're gonna offer some option and maybe give a direction to Karla as well. We can be your art director, Karla. We can have a little bit of fun and choose more options. And of course, I want to say hi to Maria Isabel, saying good afternoon from Peru, and Daniel
Hola, Peru.
from hola. Daniel from Oregon, Bernadette. Let us know where you're streaming from. I'm always super excited. Right now, here I'm in Manchester, UK, where it's 10 in the evening. And Karla, where are you right now? Sorry, you mentioned it. You're in Mexico City?
No, actually now I'm in Puebla. Puebla,
Puebla.
it's a city that it's really close to Mexico City, 1 hour and a half. So I'm now in Puebla.
Fantastic. So yeah, let us know where you are, where you're watching from. I'm always super excited to learn about our wonderful international community. And if you have any question, again, make sure that you're watching from behance.net/live. So I'll be able to read your comments, say hi to you. I can see Laura, Daniel in the chat, Bernadette. And yeah, just let us know if you have any questions for Karla or regarding the work. We're always super happy to try to help as we can. And of course, as Val said, with the palm monsters, Val created a palm monster with me. So I'll be very happy. Let us know when you're ready to start voting, because I'm ready already. But yeah, I think we can get started. Thank you for doing a recap. I'm very excited to see what we're going to be doing today.
Me too. Okay, so what do you think if we start with the stickers that we can use? I bring here some examples for some boxes that I collect that for this kind of exercise, just to know the dimensions that we have. For example, this one, it's really common to buy it everywhere. So, and it's like very commercial, the size. So I thought that it was a good idea to start thinking about the space that we have for using the stickers. And this is 20 centimeters, it's a square. So let's have this dimension over here just to have it in mind all the time. It's 20, so 24.
And in the meantime, while you write down the measurement, I know that we have Rafael also from Mexico, and we have
Rafael
Carmuli from Manchester. So Rodrigo is saying, love Karla's work. Same page, Rodrigo. And I was saying yesterday in the chat as well, if you love Karla's work, share a flower in the chat, so we can just give her like a little flower of appreciation and some love. And we have a Baltimore, Matt from Baltimore, and Bernadette from Scotland, Lisa from Boston. Amazing. Love our
very international. Yes.
Exciting.
Hola a todos.
You're gonna build like a sample of the package.
Yeah, this is just to have in mind the space, the common space, and the average space that we are gonna have for use our stickers and notes for the delivery packaging. I was thinking that it would be a good idea to do like just some fun stickers, the sticker info that it's gonna be over here, with the name and the address for the delivery. Also a tape that could be used, that I use it, for example, in Café 392, as you can see here. It's just a tape with the brand name over here, and you can use it in multiple forms and in different packaging. So, and after the tape, I was thinking about a thank you card to do too. And what do you think? Is something missing? If you're gonna receive some amazing desserts, what do you want to see in your delivery box? Do you have any idea? It's gonna be welcomed.
Do you think of making like some sort of paper, like so it doesn't stick to the cardboard? Because yesterday we finished so late, and I ordered some chips, and when they came in this very similar box, but it was all like stuck to the box. So I ended up, I was like, so that's what I was thinking, like maybe having some recycled paper.
Yeah, of course it could be. And actually we can use the pattern. You can use the bunnies as the patterns, yeah, and just put it over there. So
little
when you will
paper.
open, yeah, exactly, a little hands paper. I actually found these images as a reference. These images are from Adobe stock, so it's like really easy to find this kind of packaging. So it's a nice idea to try to help your client to find this kind of packaging, and the ideas that you can put over here will also be really suitable and helpful for the client that you are going to work for a small business. So I just try to put them here to have the full idea or the full visual idea from the boxes, and also the space that it's like the average space that we can use. So for the stickers, that as I was telling you before, what do you think if we make some circles? The average size for stickers in circles is 3.5 centimeters. So it's good to know, because sometimes you think in doing the measure that you want, but sometimes all the printers have like some restrictions about it. But the most common is 3.5, at least here in Mexico. So it's a tip.
It's like a standard.
Yeah, it's a standard. So it's a tip. If
and
you're
Karla,
trying
do you do
to
centimeters? Like is a imperial, or what measurements, or do inches in Mexico?
No, centimeters too. Sorry for everyone who's inches.
Okay, I can understand that.
Yeah, you use. Sometimes when I work with inches, I get totally lost. So sorry if you have to convert my centimeters by now.
I can actually Google it. You know, I'm here like Googling behind the scene.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to think in that conversion for everyone who doesn't use centimeters.
But you said they use a 3.5?
3.5 it's a common for this kind of stickers. And actually it's a really good size, because if you think it's something like this, so you can use it everywhere, since some of these bags, you know, if you put some bread inside here, some candy, then you just put a sticker over here, and the 3.5 centimeters is gonna be amazing. Also, you can use another one here, and it's not very loud, and it's not covering all the information in the packaging that you're using. It's just a detail, and it's also highlighting the brand and making like a little bit fun, right? So I put these stickers with the colors that we choose yesterday, also the black, and I was thinking this white. Of course, you can repeat as you want. It's just to make different colors for the overview. And then, which one was your favorite yesterday? I think this one was your favorite, right? Then the one who...
That was the one that won.
Yeah.
They won the poll yesterday. I mean, we have different people today, so I will be tempted if you want to launch another poll. And we have a different crowd today. Do you still have the numbers on the
No, but I put it in 1 second. That's not
yes, if you do that. In the meantime, I can say hi to Emma. Emma P, thank you so much for joining us. Ludovic.
Hola, Emma.
Also loving your work. Lisa, we have a lot of flowers. A lot of sunflowers and general flowers to share with people. Love your work. Crystal
that's making me really happy. Thank you.
Yes, Crystal from Chicago, and Maya from Italy. Did I say Maya? Yes, let us know where you're from in Italy. I'm very curious. I'm from Lecce. So I would love to know where you're from. That's super exciting. And we have Daniel saying, saludos desde Monterrey.
Saludos, Daniel.
Okay, so if you haven't seen the poll yet, that means that you haven't participated to a stream with me and Buruval. when that happens, we love to do our amazing voting polls. So Val actually creates some really exciting polls that you can click. At some point, she can place it in the chat. And all you have to do is to have a look at the numbers that Karla is locating next to the illustrations. I believe there are 5 different illustrations. Is that correct?
And just, yeah, I forgot it. Yesterday we say that this one, it has to
we
be.
need that one.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Has to
So
be.
That is not questionable.
Exactly.
So we have 4 options, which are going to be our secondary friends of the brands created by Karla. And as you can see, yesterday she said that she created a positive and a negative as well of the illustration, and they go together. So feel free to choose your favorite, and then as soon as the poll is ready, you can just click on the link and vote the option that you prefer, and I'll be checking the link, and then we can help Karla to select which friend has to stand out more. The besties, the best friends.
Exactly, the best friends, not all the friends, just the best friends. That's amazing. Well, we can wait for the results of these elements for the stickers. And what do you think if we can start playing a little bit with the typography? Because I was thinking yesterday about the different kinds of make this customizable, and not just using it as a font. So we can make like a secondary logos. This will be the main logo, of course, but we can play a little bit just for the applications.
And by the way, the poll is live, so go and vote on the bunnies.
Yes.
And Karla, I don't know if you can do like a little quick zoom in so we can see like which one is option 1, 2, 3. So we can vote.
They are.
Knowing what we're voting for.
Here they are.
And we have Tulika for the first time here joining Adobe Live from India. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so happy to have you here. Hope you have fun. And yeah, let's have a look. We're looking at the wonderful illustration that Karla has created yesterday. And you can actually click on the link in the chat and vote your favorite one. So we're going to look at the vote in a second. So we have 4 options. Are the 4 or the 5?
5. Well, no, actually are 5. 1,
5.
2,
5.
Yeah, 5.
5. Perfect.
This is already chosen by me.
That's already.
And these are the options.
Fantastic. Thank you, Karla.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you the result in a little bit. I'm gonna give everybody time.
Yes, I was telling you yesterday, we talked about the typography looking like shadows. So I was thinking that maybe we can look at it like with some perspective and use it for stickers also, just or for a secondary logo application. So give me 2 seconds and I start.
So for those of you that are voting in the chat, there is actually a link. So I don't count the vote in the chat. You can just click on the link and vote. And as Paco is saying, the bunnies need votes to stay alive. Let's feed the bunnies.
Feed the bunnies, exactly. Yeah, well, I was thinking in some direction that it looks like a little bit of perspective. Look for it. And we can use it something like this and then repeat and repeat to make like a tape or maybe a pattern for some applications, maybe the paper, as you said, Claudia, or also for Instagram. It also can be used. I will convert this type as objects just to can modify them. So we can now use like this scale tool and move a little bit the dimension of the.
Oh, you're really going for the shadow effect.
Yeah. Exactly.
Did we show the mood board
no, today, no.
Do you want to just give it like a little, if you have them there, I think it will be useful for everybody that is joining today, because I can see a lot of people joining us today for the first day. So you guys can have an idea what we are going through. If you have them. If you don't have them, don't worry.
No, I can't find it. Just give me 2 seconds, because it was interesting to see it.
Well, worst case scenario, Karla, there is a replay just down below. So when you finish to watch the stream, you can always go back and watch yesterday's video. Is there for you. So you haven't really missed anything. You can go back if you're in love with Karla's illustration as much as I am. You can go back to yesterday's video and watch the full explanation of the mood board, because we spend way much more time in that. So Val is asking, which tool are you using to alter the text?
Yeah, this one, look, is scale tool, and actually you can use this one also for put like different perspective, but I think this is working really good, but we just have to assert with the dimension. I will repeat it again because I don't want the perspective, but I want to conserve it just to check later if it works, or we can use another one. Like, I don't know, but when I finish my design process, all my artboard is full of different options. I don't know you, I bet you do the same.
Yes, Karla, and as I say, that's the beauty of Adobe Live. We are here to share the real process. Everybody share the way that they work behind the scene, and of course, you know, your portfolio and your Behance we were looking at before is outstanding and beautiful. And I think it really makes us more comfortable and safe to know that even amazing designers like you do get messy before.
Yes,
you know?
Everybody does. If someone says no, he's lying.
And I agree.
I agree. Or he's lying a little, not too much, but is doing.
I always say it needs to get ugly before it gets pretty.
Yeah, exactly. And you have to try different options and look. Sometimes we have in our mind something, and when you try to do it in real, it's like totally different, and you don't like it, you know. So you have to try and experiment and do different options, and then you have the decision to say no, forget this, I don't like it, or something like that. At like this moment that I really like this one, but maybe here's too. I can't read it. I don't know if you can read it. I feel it's like not legible. Maybe.
Yeah, I think you missed a little bit the kerning, unless you give it a like more kerning, like space between the letters. That would have been the only way to.
Yeah, but I think it's too much. I don't know. Maybe this one is better.
I agree.
I like it.
And I'm going to go and have a look at the poll. I'm just going to go and refresh it. So you have about like 30 seconds before we jump back into the bunnies. If you haven't voted yet, make sure to head on behance.net/live and check on the little link that Val has placed in the chat, so you can vote your favorite bunny illustration to get our best friend for the brand. I know that there is one at the moment that is like winning big time. So
you can see which one is winning by now.
Yes, I can see.
That's good.
But I'm gonna give it like just a little bit more time for those of you who haven't voted yet, and then I'm gonna go ahead and actually I'm lost in all the like voting statistics. Let me go back into the actual votes and see.
I like maybe something. This is a little bit rare, but I like it. What do you think? Like it's up and down.
Oh, that's cool.
It looks cool. I don't know. No, I like this over position.
Because you know what I was thinking? You use the stickers a lot, which again, like I love that yesterday you were talking about a very realistic point of view of how to make a brand work for small medium businesses. They have a small or no budget at all. And something else that I do, which I think it would be super cool with the kind of paper that you showed, is stamps. You know, and the fact that you were overlapping it right now, you almost like you feel when you stamp things. Sometimes they're like stamp on top of the other. So
yeah, something like it's you can actually do this separately, as Kelly say. You can put one stamp using nights and the other stamp using baking. So if you have two different words for your brand, you can play and make some visual idea like this. It looks cool. I like it. It also looks like really like a little bit street or darky, and it was one of the things that we were planning in the moodboard session. So I will gonna try with this. No, I think this one. What do you think? Yeah, this is the most I like. So we can make like a little bit of. Oh no, so sorry. I put my
don't worry. In the
screen.
meantime, while you go back there, I'm just gonna refresh the vote and let's see. Okay, so number one was catching up, but I think we can close the vote now and saying that the bunny combination that won at the first place is the illustration number 2.
Really,
So,
number two, the window, yes.
The window, yay!
Yes. Great.
So we have number 2, and then we have number 1, number 3, number 5,
and number 4.
And number 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we have our favorites that we're gonna use repeatedly in the applications. Look, we can use this sticker. Yeah, I love the bunny. And also we can put over here, not too loud, just to make a sneak peek of the Instagram. Baking. Nice.
And you already have an Instagram, or is
no?
Work in progress.
I'm work in progress. First the branding, then everything. And we can use this kind of type that we planning yesterday for using. It was chinchillas, I remember. Yeah, exactly. It was chinchilla. To use it as a secondary typography, we can use it over here, and it looks more fun, I think, right? So
I think it's so cool.
Yeah, it looks great, right? And we also, for example, this one that it's black, we can use it in positive. Which one was this one, for example, that it's really easy to use it with black background. We can put it just like this. Hi, Hans. And maybe we can make like the text rolling over her face.
Oh, tell us how to do that. That's so
okay. Cool. Well, you have to use the pen tool and make like a little pad over the image of the bunny. And you can see it has to be perfect, because the idea intentionally is that don't look perfect, as we talked yesterday. And then you use the type tool, click over here in the beginning of where you put the first pen tool. Okay, my type is too big. Smaller. And then we use the Instagram information again. Baking nights.
Camille is saying type on a path tool. Correct. So exactly. The tool that we're using is type on a path that transforms any path in the baseline of your type. Oh, I love that font, Karla.
Yeah, cool. It's really fun. I never tried it, honestly. I found it when I was looking for font for this project, and it's one of my favorites. I'm gonna use it a lot, I think. What do you think? Chinchilla. You can do this kind of text, play with this kind of text, and you can use it over here, or also you can use the first typography that we choose. It was Economical, and this one that is also Economical, but it's less condensed. So let's use another bunny, which this one was the winner. We can also do kind of interventions like this, for example, using both bunnies, and then you put it like this. Oh, the eye of the bunny is gone.
Oh no.
Oh no, don't go, bunny.
And by the way, for those of you that were in here yesterday, I know Karla already shared a little video, but she has a lovely bunny called Hans, and she inspired her illustration, and she's the friend of the brand.
She's a friend of the brand. He's baking.
Yes.
And even she didn't eat cakes or bread. It's baking.
Is she baking or is she eating them?
Yeah, no, she's not eating. She never eats bread. You can kill your bunny if you give him bread.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I don't want to kill him. Sorry. I'm glad I don't have a bunny.
No. Yeah, it's a bad idea. Don't do it. Just give him vegetables and some fruits. So you can see. Look, I love this cut image of the shadow. It looks like it could be as long as you can imagine. So it looks good to make some cuts over here. You can modify your elements as much as you want. For example, here, maybe you can just use the little errors like this, right? Or maybe the full bunny. The idea is that you can play with all these representations and make different options for using and highlight the branding material. And it's really easy, as I told you before. Look at this, for example, if we can make like a preview of how it's gonna look. Remember that this is our average space, so you can put one here and maybe this one like a little bit over the other, or you can use it in any space that you want to use it. And the box is branded. And also, if you have if you have some stamps, as Karla said before, it's gonna be amazing. Imagine put.
So I'm just going to reply to a few questions in the chat. Val has shared the chinchilla font from Adobe Font. Thank you so much, Val. And
Thank you, Val.
Also, we have a lot of love for your color palette. That's something that I noticed from Karla's work as well. I love the way that you use just almost a monochrome palette, or just one single color, and you really make the work stand out. So we had Felipe that was loving it, and many other people before, Rafael in the chat before, and Maria Cristina Barrera was saying that it looks like a TV cartoon concept. Super cool.
That's true.
And we have Katia from Mexican, a Mexican
Katia.
in Argentina. And I have two more things to say. First of all, before I get to the next question from Jessica, I want to remind everybody that towards the end of the stream, we will have an artist spotlight. We will have an artist from Costa Rica, wonderful, wonderful designer, very exciting portfolio. So make sure to stick around till the end so you can participate to the artist spotlight. And of course, if you want to nominate an amazing designer that you think that you deserve to be in the spotlight, or maybe you think that you worked so hard on a project and you want to be featured, all you have to do is to click above on top of the chat on behance.net/live, and from there you'll be able to submit a portfolio that we can then feature here during next shows on Adobe Live. So stick around until later, because we're gonna have fun with Karla, but also we're gonna review another amazing designer. And now I get to the question. First of all, say hi to my mom. Karla, my mom is in the chat. My parents always join.
Hi, Mom.
Ciao, Mama. I need to get
Mama,
this
that's true.
awkward moment, like, oh, my parents are here. Yeah.
My parents are also there.
That's
hi.
So funny.
Hola, papas.
Ciao. And we have a question from Jessica. So I'm going to let you reply to the question. Jessica is asking, where did Karla get the bunny images from?
Well, these images, I did these images. And the inspiration, as we talked before, it's my bunny hands. that it's already here. We showed it before, but the images I did it, look,
it's my
sketch.
bunny.
It's my bunny, and I draw illustrations of my bunny. Now, I did these illustrations in my sketchbook, and then we just use it. Actually, this idea was to the first sketch, but I really love the texture that I got with the Sharpie. So I try to conserve it as much as I can. So I just use this one. I do not repeat it, because if sometimes you want to make like some image as organic as you want. If you repeat it, you're gonna change some stuff. You're gonna say like, oh, it's better if I change this line, or if I put it more softly. Now, if you want to have that like the original and the raw image, just use the first idea that you had before. And look at this. In fact,
we have a question for this beautiful oval that you have, again, very organic look. S. Kanumili is asking, how did you make that organic oval shape around the bunny in the middle?
This one. It was by hand. Yeah. Look,
still part of the...
Here. It's here.
Okay, great.
And actually, as I see now, it is look almost like an egg. So it's amazing to use it. It's a egg, Eastern eggs for bunnies, and also you use eggs for baking. So it looks great. Actually, we should use it with the background in yellow just to emphasize the idea of an egg. What do you think?
I love it. I absolutely love it. And yesterday, again, if you can go back and watch yesterday's stream, we talked a lot about the fact that Karla has a very also analog approach. So a lot of paintings and sculptures and photos and, a lot of things outside the computer as well, which I think is it brings so much personality and so much life in your design.
Thank you, Vladimir. Yes, I think that, and also it's really, well, I enjoy it because it's some time that I use for inspire by hand and make some textures. I honestly think that this hand texture, when you do with the paint, is unique. And every line that you do by hand is so unique. So sometimes I prefer to do it by hand when I want to have this. To feature this kind of strokes. Honestly, I prefer to do it by hand before. And then if I want to make like some details and change some lines or something, or erase something that I messed up, I use, of course, Photoshop. That was the thing that I did yesterday. I edit the bunny images that I did for my sketchbook. So I edited a little bit, and then we change it from here to Illustrator, and we did it with vectors, not more image stock, because we want to play with the colors and take some parts for the image and not use it just as a full image, right? So now we have like these stickers, and we can use it, as I told you before, maybe for the bag. When you close a bag, imagine that we are using a paper bag, that it's like,
let's
I think that this is size. Yeah, it's totally a paper bag.
I love it.
I usually do this, honestly, because I think that it's very important to think in the dimensions. So of course, this is not gonna work for nothing. I will never present something to my clients like this, but it's internal work, like using. Of course. Think about the spaces, because sometimes if you do, as we were talking before, if we do like sticker that it's too big or maybe it's too small, when you print it and when you actually use it in the box, the size is something that you was not thinking, or it was something that you were not imagining when you designed. So I always try to put like the dimension that I'm gonna use, the real dimension that I'm gonna use, just to check if it looks great, because maybe imagine that we have these stamps in this size. It's gonna it's
can be very useful bullet.
Yeah, exactly. A bullet just for a bullet. So you have to think like maybe this is the best size. Maybe this one you can play if you have like a imaginary dimension here, just to make some proofs and practice the sizes of the elements that you are designing. So
very, very good tip.
Yeah, and also, well, I was thinking to use a sticker to close the box, like using maybe over here, and then you can paste it in the other face of the box, for example, something like this. So then you put like the security tape for the box to not be open, and also it's with all the information that you're gonna need for the delivery packaging that you're gonna use, and also for brand again the box, and make like look more playful and more branded with the elements that we're gonna use. So let's start working in the level. I think that this size is good. Actually, this size is of 5 centimeters, so it's also a good idea to contemplate that size. So sorry, I'm thinking in numbers. I can't talk when I'm thinking in numbers.
Oh, don't worry. I say hi to the chat. We have Merv. Merv, thank you so much for joining. Merv is loving yesterday's font and saying hi. Also, Jessica, we read a question before. Bernadette, loving the colors. I mentioned that everyone is loving your color palette, Karla.
Hi,
Richard,
thank you.
Richard is saying, hey, looks really good. Great work.
Thank you, Richard. Look, now we have like the size, the average size that we are gonna use. So we have to think about it before start designing the label that we're gonna use. Because if we use it as this long, of course, it's not gonna fit. So maybe thinking in the middle of this part is a good idea, and also a little bit up to the middle.
And there is any reason why you left space between the top and the side?
From here to here? Yeah, look, it's because imagine that if we use the sticker like this. I have an example here because I was thinking on that yesterday. If this is a sticker that you're gonna use, you have to think in the space that you are gonna left here. If you use it like this, maybe it's not gonna look very well. I think using in like this size is great. And also if you put it maybe as here, you're covering almost all the box, but not you're not using all the paper, for put the information. Is just a detail to put the information and some brand elements to stand out. So what do you think we start working on that? I think this size is good, is the average size. So
I think it's super cool. I think it looks so modern and so like you really represent all the values that you were talking about yesterday of the brand.
Oh, thank you, Teddy.
Really get the look and feel. And I love also like the fact that you put like the sticker for the paper bag on the side, almost like a fringe, like, hey, I'm just cozy. I'm just here chilling on the side of the bag. Hi.
Yeah, exactly. And another tip that I have, it's not just for a small business. I think it's for everyone. Try to use numbers with 0 or with 5 or with 3 or with not use with like 10 centimeters 0.5, because when you are doing this handmade, it's very difficult to look at your millimeters and try to the client to this kind of cuts that are really complicated if you are having like really exact measures. So if you use like 70 and 160, like it's like really easy to manage and to cut by hand, because remember, most of these elements are gonna cut it by hand and add it by hand. So you have to do this as easy as possible for the client.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Yeah, exactly. Please. So let's see. This is the size that maybe where I will lock it. I made a shortcut. There's command 2 to lock it, so we can work over the space area that we have for the sticker with information.
I was actually sharing some information here with Kanumili that is also in Manchester. And I was like, hey, I live in next Eaton Park. I live next to a park because it looks like he or she. Sorry, I don't really know from the name, but he's also in Manchester as well. So
maybe your neighbors and you don't.
Maybe
know.
My neighbors and go for a walk in the park, a distance walk.
Okay, well, we start incorporating some of the brand elements. As you see, here is the grid. We will think how to use it. Of course, I was thinking to use some extra information for the logo. For example, that is not going to be open every day, and there is not going to be orders every day. So maybe use like Thursday to Sunday or something. Some extra information for the client, because as you know, when you receive your food that you order, you always want to know where it's going to be open, with the time that they close, some this basic information that you can include in the sticker.
Do you usually put like a tagline or a personal message,
yes,
or something like more?
Yes, yesterday we were talking about that. Yeah, for sure. I was thinking in use home to home, but I'm not sure. We can make another poll here.
I'm ready. We're ready. So if you give us option and we're ready.
What do you think if we had got some ideas, maybe 2 or 3? For me, the one that I suggest is
let's do this in 2 steps. First of all, you can place in the chat ideas for a tagline for baking lights.
Exactly.
The idea that Karla has is home to home, but we are looking for new ideas. So go ahead and sharpen your mind over some thoughts and let us know in the chat. Of course, make sure to tune in on behance.net/live if you're watching from YouTube. And I can then share your ideas with Karla while she works. And then afterwards, we can place your ideas in a poll so we can see what the rest of the community think.
Please give us some ideas. Honestly, I'm not really good with taglines, so please help me. So I just think in this one, but I'm not really sure. So if you have a better idea, please participate. It's gonna be
let us know.
Yes, let us know. It's very helpful. So we have the typography selection that we did before. I bring it here just to have close to me, so I can experiment and make like some proofs. So I was thinking it's not like the tagline, but I want to include it in the communication. Homemade, it's really important to
homemade by hands.
Homemade by hands, actually homemade by hands. Yeah,
you know, like usually people say like handmade. In this case, it will be handsmade.
Handsmade, exactly.
Okay, I'm not good at also.
No, for copy. It's I don't know. Honestly, it always has been very complicated for me. Sometimes when the clients ask me for some copies, it's like I can help you to choose, but honestly, I'm not too good on that. So sorry. Yeah.
So Jessica is asking, do you know what app or tool she used to scan and transfer the images in her sketchbook? So we're gonna get that to in a second, but I strongly recommend to use Capture.
Yesterday,
Capture, what we're talking about, is an amazing, amazing feature. Is an amazing app. You can get it also on your phone or on your iPad, and you can just literally scan it. And then from there, you can save it to your CC library. So it's pretty much ready to use. You can also already create a vector from there, and you can clean it. You can do so much. Capture is such a powerful app. You can also look for fonts. So I would say the best tool is Capture, but what did you actually do, Karla? Please let us know.
My style is a little bit oil style because I scan it. I did it by hand, and then I scan it, and then I did it by Photoshop. But I didn't know this app that Claudia shared with us yesterday. Of course, I'm gonna change my methods by now.
It's just so useful. It literally lets you do everything in a snap. Like you take a photo, you're done. And from your phone is on your computer. And I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it sounds really, really, really helpful. Yeah, the reason that I do it with the scanner is because sometimes when I do some paints, I use acrylic or maybe oil, and the texture of the paint, it's better reproduced by scanner because the volume looks a little bit more. But of course, if it's just a drawing, this idea, it's amazing. It's really easy, and I will not be complicating myself too much with the scanner.
So we have an idea from Mariela Mezquita. Hola, Karla.
Mariela.
An idea for the tagline. We jump to you.
We jump to you. I love it.
So we have one idea so far. Make sure to start competing in the chat. So please let us know. We are looking for ideas for a tagline. I love the idea of jumping or hop, from hop to home, something like that.
That's good. Yeah, I love it.
I'm really bad. I'm gonna put it down just so.
Put it just for hump
to home. Like a hop, bunny hop, like jumping.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
From.
But let us know in the chat. We're looking for more taglines so we can put them to vote. So thank you, Mariela, for contributing with your tagline, and let us know more tagline. Val, where is your tagline?
Where? Okay, so sorry, I was trying to put it in upper cases because we're using upper cases in everything. So it's important to remember that if you're using all the time in this kind of tutorial design, try to repeat it in all the applications that you use. So
Guruval is saying a new tagline: baking nights, nothing better. Instead of nothing better, nothing better. That's really cool.
Good.
Oh, Denise, baking all night for you.
That's so love inside that quote.
That's super fun.
Baking, can you repeat it to me, please?
Sure. Baking all night for you.
All night for you.
All night.
Maybe. I think.
And then we have another one. Just a hop away.
That's a good one. Just a hop away.
Okay, so you just let's give it a time limit. Let's give it just one more minute for you to come up with some ideas, and then we can do another poll. So make sure to really get thinking which tagline we can use for these baking nights. Do you call it Ghost Bakery?
Ghost Bakery. Yeah, it's actually the name that is used for these ghost kitchens. The reason is that they are not in establishment in some place. They just move. Sometimes they can be in a museum or in a library or maybe in a park. So that's the reason that they are ghosts. Like you can see it some day in one place, another day in other place. So also that's really important to include, for example, in the social media part, the indications where it's gonna be, at what time, Talking about what time, I was thinking to do some clocks because I think that it's really important to highlight the time that a bake the bake time that the client is gonna use for do all the bread. So maybe if you receive your box and it says like time of bakery was 5 hours, you're gonna say like really 5 hours. I love it. You can make that the clients of the client feel more special and feel like they have like a special and home and handmade and unique piece of bread that took a lot of time to do in their hands. So it's like a extra
value.
Extra value for the brand. So I was thinking to do some icons as the clocks that you have in a normal book of recipes, like they're really
and it makes
easy.
me think a lot of like this dreamy Alice in Wonderland, the bunny, the
that's
clock.
true. Yeah, exactly. Actually, we can use the lines that are inside of the clock. What are they called? I don't know.
Oh, yes, the wrong person.
I don't even know the name.
English.
No, and I was thinking that I even don't know the name in Spanish. But this the one that indicates the hour and the other one that indicates the minutes could be like 2 years of bunny, maybe. To use it like
I'm literally googling watch anatomy.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't know in Spanish. I was thinking like.
So I guess they're called dials in English.
Dials.
Or hands.
Hands. Let's call them hands or ears, because we can use, for example, this bunny that has the.
They call hands.
Hands. Okay.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know.
No, me neither.
Oh, and I guess that the dial is the place where the numbers are.
Okay.
This is an English lesson.
English lessons about the anatomy of the clock. Very interesting. You're gonna learn a lot with us.
Okay, so I think we have couple more. While you finish the clock, I'm just gonna read a couple more taglines.
Perfect.
We have one really nice, I believe, from Laura. Let me go back to it. Laura, baking nights, yummy bread all day. So she's playing with the
good.
night
Yeah.
and day.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. Then we have Katya, hop to go.
Hop to go. I love it too. Can you repeat me again the other one, Kathleen? Baking nights, eating bread every night.
Baking nights, yummy bread all day. And then we have hop to go.
Hop to
from
go.
Katya. Yeah.
I love hop to go. It's really short and easy.
And the other one where it says it's just a hop away is without the E. So it's just like again.
Really? Yeah. Hop.
Yeah. And then the one. All the
other
ones.
I have it. Yeah, for sure. It's here.
So we just want to
also
it's like jumping.
Yeah. Sorry, I have the worst.
As I say, this is an English lesson for me and for you. We're learning.
But I don't know. But I already have terrible spelling in Spanish. I have it in English. I was learning French, and it was terrible in French too. So I think that it's something that I can't control.
We learn together. Here, Adobe Live is a safe space to learn together. I always say that. I'm never tired to repeat it. This is a safe space to learn, to have fun.
Love it.
And of course, to learn how to express yourself. I really like what you're doing with the clock.
With the clock. Thank you. I was thinking this like the sensation of a cooking book that they have always the time that it's gonna take for you to prepare it, and also the time that it's gonna take it to baking it. So maybe we can use like 1 hour, like we can use like different times, and then you can modify by hand. For example, if you put like this one is for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
and then you can just tick it.
Exactly. Yeah. Then you can use by hand when you have the paper already printed. Like just put like some line over there, and it depends of the bread that is gonna be prepared. The time that
Like they do for their coffees. Like, is this,
yeah,
like, is that a
yeah, the
tuna
check.
or whatever? It's a check.
And yeah, and it's easier because you just print one level, and then you can modify the information by hand. So you don't have to print, like one with 1 hour, the other with 2 hours, the three. No, just you can.
We have one more tagline from Chris
Alex.
that I love, but Budoval has already created the poll. I don't know if she's included it, but it's called, like, the tagline is Moonlight Baking.
That's good too.
That's so
but it's already.
sweet.
Let's put it here.
So in the meantime, by the way, I want to remind everybody that if you head on behance.net/live in the chat, Val, the amazing Voodoo Val, I shall say, has already created a poll. So you can just go ahead and click. And then from there, you can see all the different tagline that have been proposed in the chat. And I can see more coming. We created a trend here with the tag. So you can go ahead and vote, and then we can use the winner. So whatever is going to win, we can use it on the packaging. Oh, that font, Karla, is always given like a cool edge, isn't it? Yeah,
I love it.
It just gives that vibe, that feelings of like handmade and relaxed.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the grunge part of the brand. Like put it like more handly. Maybe it's not really clear that it's an bunny ear, but if you look all the branding together, maybe has more sense that there are bunny ears indicating
or you
the
can
time.
You can even like copy and paste the one that like the vector points from the other one.
This one, I was thinking that, but maybe because the circle is a real circle and it's really well done, and this is really organic, maybe it's gonna contrast too much. So I don't know. I think that maybe something more clear in the shape could work better. But
and also it's very small, so
it's very small. Right. Actually, it's gonna be like, take a look. Mm-hmm. Then we can change the position of the ears for all the different clocks, just to have some more fun in the time. Look at this, and I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna vote myself as well.
What do you think? It looks
it's
great.
Looking beautiful. You're getting a lot of love. You're getting a lot of love for your choices of fonts, choices of color. So everybody is loving what you're doing there. And I think the font combination,
it's very interesting.
Kanomili was saying great pairing, font and numericals. Totally agree. Looks so pretty.
Thank you.
And by the way, we have the artist spotlight coming up in 21 minutes. I'm getting lost in all this like illustration and the story of the brand, but of course, thank you so much for reminding us. We have an artist spotlight in 20 minutes. So I cannot believe how fast the time goes.
I know, it's been really, really fast.
Yeah, so in 20 minutes, we can have a look at this wonderful artist. Already give something away. I know it's from Costa Rica. And remember, if you want to propose an artist that deserves the spotlight here at Adobe Live, or you maybe want to propose one of your work because you know that you worked so hard that you really want to show off your amazing work, all you have to do is to click on the artist spotlight little button at the top of the chat on Behance, and you'll be able to submit the portfolio, either someone else's or of course your own as well. But for now, don't forget to vote. I'm really curious. How much time should we give, Karla? Should we leave it until until the spotlight, or you want to, when do you need
No,
the
no.
tagline?
I think that maybe I can finish this part. That it's the part where is all the information gonna be, and maybe
And
like 5 minutes. Yeah, but because
Okay.
I was planning to put it over here, so I
Okay,
can
so
finish
vote,
this.
vote, because we need it. We need the tagline.
Yes, it's very important. So we can put the indication because it's necessary, because in other ways the client's not gonna understand what does it mean. So let's put like time of preparation maybe.
Karla, we have a question for you from Jessica. Who are some of the other creatives that Karla admires? Where does she get inspiration from?
Oh
Great question.
Well, I think that I found inspiration everywhere. I think that we all as creatives look inspirational things everywhere. Internet is amazing, but also is nature, or maybe travel, know new people for different cultures that can tell you some history or some curious cultural information that maybe could work for you. I don't know. I have a lot of good designer friends. Honestly, I have these. They are not just because they are my friends. They are really good designers. So I think that have a community, like for example, as we are doing right now in all these Adobe live sessions, and with the connection that we can make in a conversation like this one, it's also inspiring because you exchange information with a lot of people. So I love to see every day, honestly, at the morning my home of Behance, just to look what happened today, which projects are up today. I want to see what's going on everywhere. I also do another websites like Pinterest, or some images that I can find in some blogs, for example. But I think that if you are constantly searching for new ideas, you don't actually need to move. You have internet, so there is inspiration everywhere. Also in books as well, you can read some part that you think that they are describing some place or some object that you really want to imagine. So maybe you can put it in your designs and find a way to incorporate it to the branding that you are actually work. Or maybe it's idea that you got in your stock of ideas that you have in your mind, and then use it in the future. For example, when I was designing this branding, I thought about the grids that all the bakeries use, for put all the cakes or all the products that they're baking inside, that it's really important for the bakery, and it's really easy to reproduce. And I think it's like a little blink. I don't know. I think that you just have to look around and try to enhance some elements that you think that could work and looks graphically nice, like maybe this way, that it's a really simple element in the kitchen, but it's a good inspiration, and this is the result for that, for example.
And Katia is saying, I noticed that Karla doesn't use rulers, guidelines. Rulers or guidelines. My teacher will kill her.
My teachers too.
I
think that sometimes after a lot of time, like designing, you can like educate your eye. So you can, for example, I know that here is not in the middle, but I will move it later. But of course, I make sure about that, checking the bones. I say, when I do this, I said, I'm looking all the bones of the design because it's like the background that we're using. So now by using this view of the file, you can
the
outline, you can check the dimensions better without all the colors and all the elements. But of course, if I am gonna prepare this for printers, I measure everything. Here is just because we are like playing and try to look how it's gonna work, but at the end I try to fix it in a real rules guide for have a better distribution.
And also there are the smart guides. Sorry, I couldn't remember the actual name. The smart guides are always there to help us.
Yeah, exactly.
So I completely agree with you, Karla. I think that, you know, teachers are right when they teach you how to use the rulers and the guides. It's very, very important that you start by learning alignment, balance, contrast, and all the other wonderful and useful design principles. Course. But then when you gain that experience and you know how to do things, that's when you have to step it up and create your own style. And I love what Karla does. That's, I think, where your personality as a designer really comes forward. So it's just a little bit of time until you will feel comfortable as well, Katia, to break the rules. Now, for now, it's good to learn the rules, and then it's good to play with the rules.
That's why they are, to learn it and learn how to break them.
Absolutely. And we have a very, very fun tag from Merv saying, as tasty as a carrot. Banana.
I love it. But we already have the
oh yeah, we have the poll. Now I'm just sharing with you what is in the chat, because I think it was very funny.
That a lot of ideas. I never have that creativity.
Yeah, next time you gotta join us here.
Yes, I know.
Say, hi guys,
please help me. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Really good ideas. Look here, you can put the name of the client. I will practice it with my name, but I always try to do it before by hand to have like the right size that we're gonna use it. For example, I will gonna write my name here. So it was a really quick writing, so it's easy for me to know that the measure is 2 centimeters, so I have to contemplate 2 centimeters here for an easy writing for the person that's gonna write actually the name of the customers.
I think it's so thoughtful that you do that. I find it so annoying in so many forms when you have to go and write, there is not enough space, and I already have a horrible, my handwriting is so bad.
Me too.
So when I have to make it small, I'm like, okay, you're not gonna understand anything.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's the reason I started doing, because the same when I design something like with a really nice space and everything is equilibrated and really cool, and at the end when I was trying to fit all the information by hand, it was like, oh my god, I don't have enough space for doing it. So it's another tip before you get crazy when you print the final labels and realize that there's no space. Yeah, this is and cry, exactly. Yeah.
And Karla, there is a little typo when you say enjoy. I think you had the N before and now it's gone.
No,
so I think you need to put the N back between.
That's true. And joy. Oh my god, it's here. And this is also for it's for using for another handmade. For example, it's like the order is 56 or maybe I don't know, like 12, you know. So think the same. You have to think in the space that it's gonna use here, or maybe we can put it a little bit more here and leave more space, because if it's a good day, you're gonna sell hundreds of packages. So we have enough space for here. So
hundreds and thousands.
Hundreds of thousands. Sorry, sorry. So now we need the copy. We have the bolts already, or there.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I was just like here admiring your design, but let's go ahead in the chat and hopefully everybody has voted for the tagline. Let me go back and see if I can bring it out again. And I'm just gonna go to the results and ready, 3, 2, 1. The winner is just a hop away. So that's the winner of the poll for the taglines.
Perfect.
And the second one was Nothing Better, proposed by Val. And then the other one were kind of, they're actually all at the same. So Home to Home, Baking All Night for You, and Hop to Go were all 8%. And we actually have Just a Hop Away with 40%. So you can see that it's like everybody like that.
So we have like Just a Hop Away, Nothing Better, and the third one, which was the winner. Sorry,
they're all at the same. Like we have a shared third tie.
Okay,
third place of all the rest.
Okay, well then just use these two because they
Just a Hop Away really
Just a Hop Away is amazing. Yeah, I love it.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and see who said Just a Hop Away.
And we can use it like
credit.
Yes, of course, very important. Give the artist the credit. So let's see, maybe something like this, or maybe as the same size as this one. What do you think? No, I think like bigger, right?
Yeah, because otherwise it gets lost. And the winner was Karla Heredia, which I believe is on her first live stream, and she did won her poll with Just a Hop Away. And also I can see that my dad is in the chat. Ciao, Papa.
Ciao.
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 Tulika, congratulations. Well done.
Well done. Thank you so
much. Loved the tagline. Everybody loved it.
Yes, it was really helpful. I was just checking that we can use a little bit more thinner the type, or I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, and by the way, Christine is saying that yeast comes from hops. So it's also, it also means, I have no idea what hops are. So I'm the master of Googles here for yeast bread.
Okay.
Oh, so hops yeast bread tastes bitter because of the hops. Oh, fantastic.
Oh, that's really, it's a coincidence, or it was in purpose? Because it's amazing.
That's super cool.
I love it.
Tulika, even more, super cool. Let us know, did you really knew it?
Yeah.
Or
say
not.
The truth or not.
Because I didn't.
And then I'm gonna use this type. It's not the official type, but just to imagine that it's handmade, and you have how it's gonna look when the client feel this information, right? So for example, here it's gonna be like the address. I don't know, like let's put street 1, street 12, Mexico. And so this is the space that
Christine is saying, Tulika, say yes.
Tulika, say yes. Okay, and then here can also be include the order. For example, 3 magdalenas.
Which are?
Well, magdalenas are you have never tried magdalenas. Are my favorite bread, I think.
Oh, Madeleine. I think they're
Madeleine.
called.
I don't know. It's,
Madeleine.
Yeah, magdalenas. I know that name.
Oh, I'm starving now.
It's late for you, Kathleen. Almost dinner, right?
Yes. And we got RB in the chat saying, what's up, RB? Nice to see you. Also, Viola.
Hi.
Viola is saying, I thought that's why we were doing it. They were doing that all along. I was like, Viola, I'm sorry. Probably I was the only one. Me and Karla didn't know. I'm sure everybody else knew.
I'm so sorry.
We are blissfully unaware. And again, another point to our English lesson today.
Yes, we're learning a lot today. Me.
In reality, this is not Adobe Live. It's just me and Karla meeting up for our English classes.
Exactly. We're having a tandem, we're practicing,
Yes.
and at the same time we design. It's
Super
a
cool.
good plan for the evening. You should try with your international friends.
Yes. Especially if the design comes so good at the end.
Exactly. Yeah, take a look. For example, as we talked before, this is gonna be, if you look at back upstairs like this, it's over here, and it has, you know, and then when you put it in this position, you're gonna see enjoy, the number, and the name, and also the hand by hand is gonna be filled here. Like it takes 2 hours, for example. So maybe this is like the final general visualization of the sticker with information. But I was planning to also do another one with the baking nights repeated, use it for a tape, maybe this one in black, because all these ones are going to be in light colors. Use the tape in black. It could be a good idea. So we can just repeat this the baking, or maybe baking nights. Use it like a repetition over here.
So cool.
Look. Baking. Just play with the name.
So much personality. And by the way, we have nearly 3 minutes to the artist spotlight. So I think we are in perfect timing. Karla, don't worry, you don't need to rush it. You don't have to finish it. We have more time afterwards.
Yes.
The spotlights as well. So in 3 minutes, we're just going to go ahead and celebrate another artist. And then we're going to be back and finish off. Maybe also after the artist spotlight, we can do a little recap as well, just for everybody that joined a little bit later. And then we can keep going. Were you planning to go in Photoshop at all today, or
a little? No, I prefer to do a little bit of social media ideas for their postings. Yeah, just an ideas to give them, because as all these elements that they are gonna handle. Also, social media it's something that they do by themselves, right? They don't ask for someone to take their social media information and clients. So it's good also to give them a little guide, like some look and feel, a little bit idea of the typography and the size that they should use for being easy to read in your cell phone, or the color, some photos that they can use. So it's just like a little overview and a guide for them to have a better manage of their social media.
Absolutely. We're excited for that. And I love the idea of the tape. So you actually put a
put a mask over there.
A mask on it.
Yeah,
and you also just use the outline, or is?
Yeah. I copy the image that it's in the back. I put it over the type. Sorry. Here's over, and then I select the typography that it's over here. You can select, yeah, and select also the rectangular is over, and make clipping masks. So the rest of the letter disappears, but it actually over there, if you can see here, if you erase the mask.
So we have a dear friend of mine in the chat, Ivan. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hola,
Ivan is joining us from San Francisco.
Hola, Ivan.
Hola.
Good to see you.
Hola, Ivan. I also speak Spanish. So
everybody speaks Spanish. That's really good to know. Take a look. So if we have this tape, you can use it also for make like more secure the box and make it be like a little bit more
Karla, 50 seconds.
Yeah, great.
To the artist spotlight.
Yeah,
Actually,
we
no,
can
20.
go.
Sorry, I was looking at because we are on a delay on the screen. So I need to make sure that I look at the right screen. So I'm glad I stopped you because it's actually nearly 10 seconds to the artist spotlight.
Okay.
So I
You're
better
gonna
close
present
my Google page on the Madeleine because that's what I was looking at. And we can jump for now on the artist for today. And I just want to make sure that I also have our website. Yeah, fantastic. So we have the Behance and also the website for the artist spotlight of the day, which is Catalina Gonzalez from here it says Mexico City, I think.
She lives in Mexico City.
Okay, so let's make sure that we can actually see it, everybody. And we have Catalina Gonzalez, as I mentioned, so behance.net/Catalina Gonzalez. If you want to go ahead and give her a follow, I'm going to go ahead and give her a follow as well. And also from here, from her Behance, we can have a look at the profile, at the portfolio piece that she shared on Behance. But we're also going to go to her website and of course in Instagram, and you can access them both from that Behance page. But Karla, I don't know if you can see the work as well.
Yes,
Catalina.
Yep, I see it.
Fantastic. So give us some celebration. Tell us what you think, what you like. I'm just going to give an appreciation because I love the colors already. Color palette is beautiful. Yeah. We have a video. Should we play the video?
Actually, she's also a really, really nice illustrator. She did a lot of illustrations for this project, and also she paints, and it's really interesting what she have to show to us. Yeah, I love the colors also and the geometric forms that she used. I think they're really functional, really easy to develop.
So beautiful. Look at that. And again, we have such a beautiful way of displaying the work. Super simple. I love this mockup, which is like almost like a fake mockup because it's all illustrated, but it's still mocked up. So it really reinforces her style. Such a beautiful, clean, flat illustration, which is of course what she's going for. But I think all it does is really elevates her design and gives a little extra presentation as well. I love how clean it is, the font as well, and also the cool idea of having the flag over the head.
Yes, I love it. Yeah, that photo is fantastic. I really love it.
Super cool. Do you know the photographer?
No. In this case, I don't know. Sorry.
I'm just joking.
I have just a husband to do it, but it's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm joking. Yesterday, I was appreciating the wonderful photography of Karla's portfolio, and we found out that their husband also is an artist. So we can see. Will be nice to see if those. Do you know, Karla, if those are real pins or it's just a mock-up?
No, I think that everything here was real because it was a campaign for an event. I don't remember honestly, but everything was real, and she did almost everything over there.
Fantastic.
Also, the art direction of the photos, she also did it.
Beautiful. And we know that the photos are from Alberto Meyak as well, because he's credited inside the project.
I know him too. I didn't know that he was the photographer. Yeah, that was really good. Also in her website, I don't know if you have it, Claudia, over there, because
sure. I just wanted to say something regarding the project, because I just found it here at the end. Is all about pride, and Mal de Ojo is actually the name of the queer collective founded with the purpose of building a community. And the key was here to have the change of colors, so that's why there is a flag, a new a change in the traditional LGBT flag colors. So we still have the bold, colorful design, but just moving away from the traditional one and just give it a more modern look. And I think it just feels gorgeous.
I
and
love
we can
it.
jump into our website. Yeah, so from our Behance page, we can access our website by clicking here, just under the name, under Catalina's name, and we can go, head in our website. Here it is. When she say, hi, I'm Catalina Gonzalez, freelance designer specialized in branding, illustration, and editorial from Costa Rica, based in Mexico City. And we can see other work here. Also, it has
love it.
Like a feeling like a illustration, like yours. Like
yeah, she also illustrates a lot. Yeah, I really love her illustrations. I have seen a lot of her work. I don't know why she didn't put the illustrations in her Behance, because they're amazing. Maybe you will see it later.
I'm just gonna head on her Instagram as well.
Okay, yeah,
give it a
it's
follow
over
to
there.
see if...
Yeah, she has a lot of illustrations and work that she did. I love that coffee. Yeah, I love
Momo.
it. Yes,
Momo
it's amazing. And also the palmer tree.
The palm tree. We have like a leopard with the
yes, and also the editorial design that she did in the cup, that it's like almost like an oval.
Oh, and check it out. She's got some appreciation from Malika Favre, which is Favre.
Yes,
probably pronounce it wrong.
Malika Favre, where they're in my wall. I think that you can see it because it's cut in the, but I have a print here. Yeah, she worked with Malika Favre in Futura. Futura is
they work
studio
together, because I'm a big fan of Malika, and also I believe that Malika was a guest at Adobe Live for Adobe Max years back. With the wonderful
watch her.
with the wonderful Kathleen. I remember, I don't know which Adobe Max was, but I remember checking out their stream with the wonderful Kathleen Martin, which is another amazing illustrator and host here at Adobe Live. So fantastic. I didn't know that they were together. That's super cool. It was families.
It was a project that they did in Futura, the studio where we were working together. Where I know her. And it was a project that was with a lot of illustrators, and one of them was Malika, and Kata. Actually, her nickname is Catalina. Kata made an amazing illustration too for this project. So you can find it in, I think it's in the Futura Behance. It's by Futura. And it's over there, all the full case, if you want to. I
found the Futura Instagram, so we're like in a loophole of beautiful designs and designers.
Yes,
we're diving into. So the artist spotlight, of course, is Catalina Gonzalez. And does she still work at Futura right now?
I don't know. I don't know, but the
illustration
the project that she did with Malika was a project for Futura. So maybe over there is all the overview of all the illustrations that they did together, and are really beautiful. I love them. Actually have a small print. I don't know.
Oh, here it is. I found it. Yeah. So we have the coffee cup with the illustration. So that's
I think it's work. That's Kata's work, but that's not the same with Malika. It's another. Maybe I can find it too. But
if you can find it. In the meantime, I seen from Catalina's, because the reason why I'm showing all these other amazing work is because it doesn't seem like I can navigate our website more, but we found more art from our amazing artist spotlight. So I went from our Instagram, and that's what happened every day, by the way. That's what I do in my everyday life. Like I go from a Behance page into an Instagram, into a website, and then the agency. And you can see that Catalina has actually put in Spanish, hice las ilustraciones para el branding de café super thing mientras trabajé en By Futura. So it's saying that she did this illustration while she was working at Futura. So if we go to Futura, we can actually find all the full packaging. Basically, what we're doing here with Karla, the illustration, and see how we can apply it to the packaging. So we can see element of the illustration applied to the coffee, transparent packaging, also to the coffee mug. And I saw 2 more photos.
There are actually in her Behance, there's the coffee with the tiger and the palm. It's a full case over there.
Okay, so on Behance from
from Catalina also, yeah.
On Catalina,
I can see it.
You can see more projects, because I only see. Here it is. Oh, okay, looks like someone
Refresh.
updated it.
Yes. Yes.
So it looks like Catalina
Surprise.
is watching.
Yes,
Fantastic.
it was a surprise. I'm here.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for letting us know so we can see more and we
Yeah,
can see
because
the
I
wonderful
Google
work.
it and I can see 3 projects. Why can't I just see one? I don't know what's happening. Yeah.
Perfect. So we have actually the branding and oh wow, this is so beautiful. So that's the illustration
Yeah,
that
I
we were
love
talking
it.
about. I love the eyes and it almost looks like it's human with the shoes and the
Mhm.
eyes and
the
that's
typography, I love it. I love the O's, that it's like a novel. It's really elegant, I think. It
because
looks
it's like
really
a it's
nice.
like it almost gives you space to do. It's like almost like a plate because I can see that it's like, you
Exactly.
know,
Yeah, that's true. It's like a plate.
and
Yeah, I
also a
love
little
it.
bit of relax because, you know, it's you sit down and you eat and you do
Uh-huh.
you have your delicious food. Beautiful. And we have the illustration in the menus, in the tote bag, into
Okay, to take away. Yeah.
and
Also, the
also
editorial design is really interesting. For example, in the bags, I love these 3 columns that she used. Looks
yeah,
really
that's a
nice.
really good reflection. So we have the website, the Instagram, and the address. Oh, I love that she put the website address and the actual address as if they're like, you know, virtual address and real address in one column.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the contact, Instagram and the telephone number.
But the sides. Yeah, it
So
looks really nice. And it's also a really easy way for print. It's just 1 ink and it's really economic as we are talking about this kind of branding. And it looks amazing because the editorial design is really good. So you don't need to put a lot of colors and a lot of things over there. For example, the palm, and it's just a little detail and looks amazing in the tote bag.
Very recognizable. And since we have I just want to see this other project because I wasn't there before. Those illustrations are so hot. They're beautiful. So gorgeous.
Yes, I love it. Yeah, for sure. It's the first time that I see this one. Yeah, it's really,
Hello.
really good. Yes.
I love the horse. So beautiful. Hoy me di cuenta que mi animal favorito es un caballo de tequila.
Wow. Love the copy.
Can you translate for us,
yeah.
please?
It's today I realized that my favorite animal is the tequila horse.
So it's like a horse full of tequila.
Yeah, but it's talking about this glass, the little glass of the tequila.
Okay.
It's called caballito in Spanish. You said caballito. A caballo is horse. So she's making like a joke about her favorite animal is the caballo of tequila. It's talking about the little glass of tequila.
And by the way, I was so mesmerized by the work, but we got Catalina in the chat. So Catalina
amazing.
was
Hola,
here.
Cata. Hola,
nice
Cata.
to see you. Hola, Cata. ¿Cómo estás? We love your work. I'm so glad that we refreshed. And again, like the color palette is really, really what strikes me. And you have this contrast with the gold.
Are really good. Yeah.
We have a little bit of gold. So again, like you were saying before, the difference from an economical design where we had before with Momo, very easy to realize, one color from the bag. So very simple, one color to print. And here we have a little bit of a step up with full color on one side and also looks like some foil, some gold on the other side.
This is really, really good. I love these illustrations too.
Ooh, and also we have like some print on some tin plates. That's so cool.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Felicidades, Cata. Congratulations.
Agua de la verde matas, tú me pierdes, tú me matas. I'm trying to read Spanish, but I don't know. I'm going to leave it for now. I
learned, amazing.
I learned the caballitos, which is the little glass, but the illustration are outstanding. Let us know in the chat what you think. Sí, Catalina says una sorpresa los otros dos proyectos. So it was a surprise to have the other two. Yes. Thank you so much.
Just in the right time, Cata. You do it right. Thank you.
Perfect. And Massimiliano is saying, wow. We have a lot of wow. Woo.
Yes,
and I agree. It's
Me
beautiful.
too.
And
Beautiful.
we have more.
Yes.
More. And again, we take the gold from the business card, linked into the gold around what I think are the display menu inside the restaurant.
Also, the editorial. I love the editorial design.
Very,
These
very.
little columns looks almost like it's like figures, but not actually is information. So I
Yeah,
love
because you
it.
can almost think like, because you know that it's food or drink, so it's almost like a glass or a shape of a fruit, or very geometrical, even if it's just type.
Yes.
And again, we have, so the main thing that I noticed here that really stuck to my eyes, and I think they are a great inspiration. So Catalina, thank you so much for adding this
Thank you,
project.
Kata.
We have a contrast between black and white in the typography, and anywhere we can read information is very clear, very clean, black and white only, and then really convey all the personality and the color through the illustration.
Yes.
So you have this beautiful contrast with it, which is outstanding.
It's a nice balance between them, because in our case, a lot of color and then a lot of color and then a lot of color is too much color, of course. So you have to have a balance and then
making everyone happy. So
exactly.
And I think that's a very good mix of making something that it look very eye hand with the gold, with the simple black and white, and also very playful, very modern, very young. So you know, I will say that probably the target audience is a luxury young people with,
I thought the same. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love it.
With a very good taste. And that's a great example in which you carry through the brand, because a lot of people think that the brand is a logo, and I always say no, the brand is not the logo. The brand is just bringing the gold elements from the business card to the menus and being consistent, and
thinking
clearly
everything.
Catalina is a master at the job. So
jeez,
fantastic. Thank you so much, Catalina, for sharing the amazing work with us. We absolutely love it. I'm definitely going to ping it into my mood board. And before we move into your work, actually, since I mentioned the mood board and we are here on Behance, I wanted to show you how to save a work for a mood board. So for example, if you are a fan of this illustration, all you have to do is to hover it, and you have a little save button. So you can click on it and then add it to one of your mood board, or you can click on create new mood board, and you can actually save the work for your future illustration. Maybe it's the color palette, maybe it's the illustration style. But I think we're ready to jump back on your computer whenever you are ready, Karla.
Great.
We can have a little recap of the work that we've done yesterday and today. Catalina is still here with us. Thank you so much, Catalina, for being here with us and for sharing your work. We're definitely fans of your amazing work. And we can hopefully see the work done with Karla and in these 2 days. So Karla, I'm having so much fun here with you in these two.
Oh, so sorry.
What we did in these 2 days with Karla was create an economical brand for a ghost bakery. And we didn't really know the client until a reveal. So this has been a stream full of reveals. We actually learned that her husband is the client.
Yes, actually he is. It's not my screen shared. Sorry.
So no, we cannot see your screen yet.
Give me 1 second.
Take your time. Don't worry. We are. That's why I was just recapping a little bit about what the project was about until we see your screen. And of course, the feature of our illustration was our bunny hands, and we can see from our illustration in just a second. Here they are, looking lovely.
They are.
We have our lovely hands bunny. And Karla, I just want to give you a little heads up, because we spent so much time on our beautiful Catalina's work. We have about like 5 minutes, probably less. So
this part is really easy. I just want to show you that how can you work with the social media. For example, we can use these photos and put it over here with the graphics that we already have, you know, and it's going to be really easy for the client to use it, because actually it's going to be the photo, and maybe we can give this in PNG and they just overput there. We have to think and everything to make them easily their work. And for example, we can use some artboards like this one, you know, like put it just over here. And when you see this on your Instagram, there is like the sign here with the bunny saying hi. and also the photo and some graphic elements. Or we can also can also do this, put the graphics over here, and maybe just the homemade element, like some here.
So we have the grid supporting the photo. That's so funny. That's so super cool.
We can put it with a better size, but so sorry, I'm trying to put like the clipping mask, so we have it just in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you can just use the photo as this, and it's really important to see the product too, also the information, but the product is it's always a good idea. So look, if you get into the Instagram and you have these 3 images for preview, it's totally interesting to see more. Like, what is this? Why is this bunnies? Why they have like all the ingredients over here, and then bread preparing in the kitchen. So it gives you an idea for what is the style and where is the mood of the bakery. So as you can see, it's really easy. You have a lot of elements to use as the label that we're going to use for the boxes, and also for the bags, paper bags, or the stickers that we can use with the bunnies, also for the boxes, or for the maybe for I forgot to show this jar. You can also put up there this jar. I have a lot of things here. You can imagine. Maybe you can print this label as this and put the food inside, and then you have it like here, like, and maybe a sticker over there. You can play a lot and be creative, and also impulse your client to play. But of course, you have to show them the ideas that they can do, like these ones, and it's going to be really easy to develop the brand. And they are going to having a lot of information for share, and a lot of graphic elements also for share in their Instagram or for the delivery packaging. So I don't know if you have any question, or I can continue doing the
I think
Instagram.
we have like about 2 minutes. So
Okay.
What I'll probably do is to, first of all, before we do like a little recap and we say goodbye, because unfortunately it's time to say goodbye.
Finished. I will finish the project, and then I'm gonna take some photos and I put it on my Instagram so you can see it at the end.
And usually I'm sure you'll receive a little invite, but there is a project for Adobe Live. So you actually go on the Adobe Live profile. All the wonderful designers can share their work, and you can just tag Adobe Live. So everybody make sure to stay tuned and check Adobe Live afterwards in their Behance profile, because we hopefully will see the final product.
Yes, we're gonna do it.
Of this branding. And before we recap it, so I just want to give you like another minute to recap. I just want to say to everybody to stay tuned, because there is more Adobe Live also after us. And of course, tomorrow, as every Friday, there are all the wonderful Adobe evangelists that are there with their weekly master classes on a Friday, followed by Nick Longo and Andrew Ockrattle in the afternoon with their show that is called Office Hours. You're probably familiar already with it, at 2:30 Pacific. So there is so much going on with Office Hours. There are so many partners with business owners, students, freelancers. So really make sure to stay tuned for what's coming next at Adobe Live today, and of course tomorrow as well. As usual, busy, fun days. And I don't know, Karla, if you want to just give it like a quick recap for just people to join in the last minute.
Sure.
Of course, there is yesterday as well. We got 1 minute before we say goodbye to just showcase all the beautiful work.
Okay, well, when we choose this typography to use, we play a little bit, try to doing like some different positions of the type, so we can use it, for example, here in the sticker, that it's very, very usable, because you can use it in a lot of elements like boxes or bags, or also in the cups, or maybe whatever it's really useful. I recommend it to use it. And we also choose the color selection, that it's a really nude selection, a little bit. The strongest color is yellow, but as you can see, we use it just once, just a detail to put it like highlight the color, but not too loud, you know, as you can see here, everything is really like jello, baby jello and cream and white and black, because it was we were wanted to do, because the inspiration are the shadows and the contrast, as we can see in the illustrations. Fantastic. That we did. The black and white elements, really useful, as you can see for the graphic elements that you can use later, because you can incorporate it, for example, really quick. Just put the bunny like.
We don't want to stop. We can
we can stop.
Unfortunately,
my computer for me. Yeah. So you can use it everywhere, and you can also implement them in the social media elements.
Designing till the last second. Karla, unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye.
Oh my God!
I absolutely loved being your host. Thank you so much for being here with us. Everybody loved your session. Of course, don't forget to stay tuned. There is a creative challenge coming in XD. As I said, always a lot of fun here at Adobe Live, and it was absolutely a blast here with you, Karla. So thank you so much for joining us. And
muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias a todos.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, everybody.